Hi everyone, it's Jamilla here, and for today's video, I'm working on a kitchen makeover. So this is kind of the last place in my apartment I haven't touched yet, I haven't really decorated, and I've been slowly collecting so much stuff for this makeover. So I'm really excited to be working on this today. We are doing a lot in this space, you guys, from adding a backsplash to doing marble countertops and changing out the hardware. So all of these tips are renter friendly and I've never done them before. So this is going to be a learning experience for me, and I hope I give you some ideas on ways you can update your kitchen in a renter-friendly and affordable way. And be sure to like and subscribe if you love home makeovers just like this one. So without further ado, let's get started on this makeover and let's jump to how the kitchen looks right now. So here is the kitchen, and it is very tiny. As you can see, it's a very tight galleyway kitchen and the countertops are different. So this one has a pretty bad laminate wood countertop, and then this one is the material that the sink is made with. So I don't really know if I should add the contact paper here because they have these grid lines, so it wouldn't look smooth, but I really just don't like that look. And I think the thing I loathe the most about this kitchen are these cabinets, which feel like filing cabinets. They are literally made with the same material and there's really nothing I can do about them, but I am changing out these silver hardware. Oh, and I have a boob light too. So this is what we're working with. So here are all the tools that I used for this project, and the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have a very clean surface. I also like cutting off any excess wallpaper just so it's easier to work with. For the first panel, I'm drawing a line down so I can use it as a guide just to make sure everything is super straight. And throughout this project, I'm using my squeegee tool to rub out any air bubbles that's in the wallpaper and pulling off the backing little by little. To cut off the excess, I'm using my box cutter, but just make sure to use a very sharp X-Acto knife. To work around the outlets, I like to take the plates off first and lay down the wallpaper until I get to the outlet, and that's when I carefully cut around the little box and just make sure you don't electrocute yourself. This wallpaper is super forgiving, so you can always peel it off and start again in case you mess up. So I finally covered up this piece, but the thing is, this is not aligned properly. Like the tile isn't going the correct way, but I'm running out of wallpaper, so I don't think you can tell that much. The only thing I have to do left is that small piece up top. So I just completed the backsplash and turned out really good. I would recommend, if you want to try this out, to get an extra panel or a sheet of wallpaper, because for me, I got like the minimum amount that I needed, and so I kind of had to cut different pieces to make them fit all together like a puzzle. And so there are a little bit of imperfections, but I don't mind. I think it looks really good still. So now I'm gonna move on to the countertop and hopefully it turns out good. So for the countertops, it's basically all the same tools and steps that I did for the backsplash wallpaper, so I'm not going to go into detail about what I'm doing here. I will say the only tricky part is definitely working with the edges, so work out those air bubbles and creases. Okay guys, here is how the countertop looks. I think it looks really good. You can see the line right here. and especially over here. Like some places don't align, but I think it looks pretty seamless from afar, and once I put all my home decor and appliances, I don't think you'll be able to tell. Guys, okay, so it is the next day and we have another busy day ahead full of projects, and I'm gonna go out to different stores to get more supplies, but I did change out the hardware yesterday, and unfortunately there was a lot of cracked and chipped paint from the previous hardware, so I'm going to have to go to the store and get some paint and cover that up. And we're also going to create a gallery wall. Just got back from IKEA and this is what I came back with. So I just wanted to show you that before I plan any type of gallery wall, I like to open it up in PowerPoint and then just plug in the images as well as the frames, so I know exactly the size that I need for each of the prints. And I just purchased all of these prints from Etsy, and here's where I upload the prints into the Walgreens website, and it is honestly the cheapest option I've ever found, and they always have like 50% off coupons. So look at this, I'm only paying $14.83 for 5 prints, and 2 of them being really large posters. Good morning, guys. So it is the 3rd day. Cheers. It's the 3rd day of this kitchen makeover, and great news, I got somebody from TaskRabbit to install the new light fixture up there, and it looks beautiful. I'm so excited. But unfortunately, the color of the ceiling from the previous light fixture is like super yellow and very noticeable. So let me show you guys. Here is the old light fixture we had, and this is what we replaced it with. It's a coconut shell light. There's this disgusting yellow circle in the ceiling, and we're gonna have to paint over that because that looks really gross. So we got the paint, we're all set, and I was so lucky because I provided this small of a paint chip to color match the paint color on my ceiling, and it worked. So we're now off back home to go paint the ceiling / cabinets. Preparation is key before any painting project, so I like to make sure I'm working with a clean surface and then using spackle to fill in any cracks or dent in the drawers, and then just using my sandpaper to sand them down. And after sanding, I like to make sure I clean it with a tack cloth to remove any dust. So I just did a second coat on the ceiling and on the drawers and cabinet. So I'm going to just let this dry overnight before putting on the hardware, and we should be set tomorrow. Hi guys, okay, so it is the final day of this kitchen makeover and I'm so excited. So yesterday I did install the black hardware and I think it made the kitchen look so much more modern. Such a simple change and it makes a huge impact. So for today, I'm just going to do a little bit of decorating and styling in the kitchen. So let's get started. So we have this really weird gap in between the stove and the cabinet over here. So I wanted to utilize that space by adding a little cart, and we can put appliances and just kitchen tools in there. Hi guys, okay, so that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this makeover. I think it turned out amazing, and I think this video proves that you could do so much to a rental kitchen and you can really make it your own, even if it's a temporary space. Be sure to like and subscribe if you love home makeovers just like this one, and I'm going to try to post weekly, so I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys!